Okay, are we coming through clear? Let's see. Getting an audio check, audio check. Getting a visual check. Alrighty, audio is a go. Video is a go as well. Hello, 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 everyone. It has been a tiny bit since we last did something this. I guess the best word to say this is out of pocket. Because normally, whatever weekend would be a little bit more to myself or a little bit more towards something small, kind of chill, kind of relaxing. Today is almost the exact opposite. So just to kill the music for a sec. So to describe the idea, just let me switch screens real quick to showcase what you guys have seen, what I'm cooking up. This is Infinite Craft. You combine two elements and you have the ability to create and get pretty much anything. Now, the idea for the stream is very simple. Whenever we make something, I'm probably gonna have to move my little goober actually before I forget. He was camping out over here. Let's put him on our menu. There we go. But like the idea, and who knows how well this idea will work, is that every time I hit something major in terms of Infinite Craft, whether it's something you guys suggest or it's something that whatchamacallit, that you guys see me make or suggest, if not a major milestone, we go to Twitch and chat up a random streamer. Who knows if they're on? Let's have it try to be somewhat smaller, just because. Okay, let's kill the music for a sec. Just go back to the stage. Because the idea is that I want to try and make this as meaningful as possible. And in order to do that, the main thing is that, how to put it, a lot of streamers have like a lot of big people, and they are, for lack of a better way of saying it, they're getting a lot of traction. For smaller streamers, myself among them, but that's not the point. The idea is that this means a lot more. One or two people means a lot more in a drop of like 2 to 5 compared to 1 to 2 and a drop of like 2 to 300. It's a little bit more of an impact, and so that's why the goal is just to have this be something for smaller streamers. So that is the goal for today. So with that in mind, let's get some different music going. While we start working, any good suggestions from the chat in terms of our first piece? Okay, it looks like it falls to. I'm just gonna give it a second to see if any other trickle in. Okay, no dice. No dice. Okay, my suggestion it is. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay. Water, earth makes plants. Plants with fire makes smoke. Smoke with wind. Cloud makes rain. We're back to plant. Okay. Flower. Let's try smoke and is it more incense? Okay. Back to plant. Let's try incense and rain. Perfume. Okay. Perfume and scents. Back to perfume. Okay, so plant and more perfume. Okay. What else do we want? Let's try water and wind. Get waves to get surfing. Okay, what else do we have? We have cloud, rain, flower, incense, perfume, scent, wave, surf. Okay. How do we want to do things? Also, let's move our little goober over here. Grow him up a little bit. There we go. Let's see. So we have surf. We have beach. Okay. Tsunami? Volcano. Volcano and scent gets us more smoke. Okay. What about volcano and lava? Let's keep going. See, we have made it to rock. We have officially established rock and stone, everyone. More lava. Let's try and keep burning it. See what happens. Okay, so it just loops on itself. Okay. Stone and wind. Sand. Dune. Okay, so we've officially established stone and dune. Pyramid. Okay, Vixenova Sky, hello! This is Infinite Craft, but every milestone in terms of words or every milestone in terms of followers, subs, etc., we raid another streamer. We go onto Twitch and we physically jump into someone else's stream and drop them a little love. That is the main goal for today. Otherwise, we're just stumbling forward blindly. I can switch on dark mode, actually, just to make things a little easier. I'm not trying to punish you guys immediately, just for trying to jump in and just suggest stuff to shoot for. I'm not that evil, most of the time, I think. Okay, but let's reset ourselves. Alrighty. It is a floating head. I might have to switch that up just to where we are, whatchamacallit, not just floating in a void. But okay. So, do you have any suggestions for any milestones that we should hit for today? You have made Sphinx. Okay. Phoenix. Okay. Uh Phoenix Ash puddle, pond. Okay, we might be getting somewhere in the meantime. Okay, we're getting a lot of stuff with this. Fish, we have achieved life. I don't get going into a streamer thing. That's fine. Okay. In the meantime, let's go rock with the phoenix. Let's see what that gets. Okay, statue. Okay, so to turn down the music a little bit more, just so for today, yes, I do mean rating on Twitch. Unless there are one or two people on YouTube people would like to see us raid, at which point that's what we're rating. Let's turn that on. Also, in terms of our Twitch viewers, because we do have some, let's get some text actually going again. Because it seems like our Twitch chats has been going on our YouTube, which we are technically live, but it hasn't been showing up on Twitch. So let's try and fix that real quick. Either a specific. When I say goal, I mean finding something specific, essentially. If that makes sense. We are trying to find something in particular. It's the case of, well, finding something in particular. Also for sake, which is a little weird compared to normal, but I think I'm gonna have the Twitch chat be on the left side today. Just so people can also see all the stuff we have accomplished and found. Uh, essentially, yes. Meanwhile, there we go. That is the idea. Yeah, I'm working on stretching it back to a little bit more normal. Just so it's easier to read, I suppose. There we go. I think that should fix things. A good chunk. There we go. Now you guys are joining me for my wild adventure to see who the heck we are raiding today. Okay. But now you guys can actually join me in terms of and throw out stuff as well. For instance, a phoenix and a fishbowl makes Firebird. Okay. Actually, what if I combine a phoenix with itself? Good to know. I'll be going for like a couple of hours. Either that or a minimum of how long, er, if I don't go for a couple of hours, I'm going to be having a minimum of this many creators I'm going to be rating, essentially. That is the idea. If you'd like to see more of this, let us know. We are on Blue Sky. We are trying to set up our YouTube stuff to get us working. You can obviously follow and subscribe. But that is the idea for today. Phoenix might be where we stop, unfortunately. Never mind. Sea serpent. Okay. Poseidon. Okay, wait. Flood. Okay. I have somehow gone into Noah. Okay. We are replicating the Bible here, it looks like. We somehow made it back to desert. Okay. Mirage? Let's combine that with sea serpent. Sea monster. Uh let's go pyramid. Atlantis. Okay. Yes, I will keep streaming after I do the goal. It's either going to time or going to the number of streams that I am rating, whichever lasts longer. So at minimum, we are going for like 2 to 3 hours. At maximum, no idea. Okay, but we've made tornadoes. Where do I go for tornadoes? Can I go from anywhere? Uh, meteor. Okay. We've made the arc. Okay, we have established ourselves. An aquarium. Mermaid. I have shifted into fantasy from the looks of it. Siren. Okay. I wonder if I can go. No, not Siren Phoenix. Well, actually, wait. What happens if I go Siren? 3 parts of the cell. So the nucleus, the mitochondria, and the cell membrane, or would that be cell wall? Any of them. Okay. So I gotta find the parts of the cell. Good to know. How do I get to a cell? I need to get to an organism. That or I need to get to cells, period. So, like, how do I get there? Harpy meteor makes the comet. Okay. Fish. Okay. What do I need to do here? Actually, what about an ocean fish? Oh, shark. Okay. We have established life. Sea serpent with a sharp is a leviathan. Kraken. Leviathan. Okay, that's good to know. It's okay, Kraken and meteor. Let's go desert and Kraken. See what happens with that. More sand. Okay. Comet on the arc. Asteroid. Meteor, meteorite. Combine it with itself for once. Okay. Meteorite and Earth makes the moon. Okay, we have reached the stars. We have reached the stars. Uh, moon and fire makes an eclipse. Makes the sun. Okay, sun. We have tree. We have established river. Okay. River and plants. Swamp. Mist. I don't think this is helping us, but okay. So you have established mist now. Let's go incense, actually. What does that do? More smoke. Let's go sun and moon. Is an eclipse, right? Sun and tree? Is fruit! Okay. Uh, no, not earth. Let's have water with juice. I have established flour. Fruit salad. Perfume. How am I going to get to the cell membrane parts is a problem. Tree. An eclipse makes the moon. Okay. Tree. And a swamp makes a mangrove. Fire. Okay. Seaweed. Okay. Let's try mist, tree, and Noah. Okay. Tree and arc. Does that do anything for us? More Noah. Okay. Actually, what if I combine Noah with his arc? The flood, right? Makes the asteroid. What else is there? Hmm. Let's go flower and Noah, actually. See if that does anything for us. Dang. Surf and coconut. Okay. This is not what I was expecting, but sure. Palm tree. Okay, another type of tree. And now we've just shifted to palm. Okay. Okay. I've reached palm. How do I get to palm is the thing. Oasis. Okay, how the heck do I get around? Let's go tornado and tree. Wood. No, not you actually. Let's go wood and rock. Stone and wood. Statue. What else do I want to do? We got Venus. We are somehow getting everything but what we want. Okay. Aphrodite. We are getting a ton of god figures. Good to know. We got Poseidon. We got Aphrodite. How do I make life is the thing. No, not with the tree. It's an apple. Okay, the apple. Apple pie. Wait, actually, wait. Hang on. Apple. That gets the sun. Okay, it's just Apple Venus. I feel like that's not what we were going for here, but okay. What about? Because we did hit up two gods earlier. Okay. Asteroid and coconut. Gets us a meteor. Okay. What else is there that we can try and pivot around, I guess? Okay. Let's start with water again. What can we combine with water? Water and lava makes stone, right? Water and a desert makes the oasis. Actually, wait. Let's keep combining water and see what happens if it loops on itself. Mirage with water makes the oasis. What else? Flood and the sun, actually. Wait. Makes a rainbow. Okay. Makes a unicorn. Makes a narwhal? Okay. Uh. Okay, so we have established unicorn now. Where does that get us? We have made Pegasus. We have made a Chimera. All I can say is, ye gods, what have we done? Uh. Newton. Okay, we have made a person. We have established person. What about wind? We've made a kite. Okay, kite and let's go rain. Okay, wait, actually, wait. Something that might work. I don't know if it will, but rain and sun makes a rainbow. How about sun and mist? Okay. Mist and cloud makes more rain. Makes a rainbow. Makes more rain. Flower. What do we combine it with itself? A windmill. Okay. Wind farm. Wind turbine. Actually, wait. Hang on. Let's go kite and Newton. Makes gravity. Okay. We are somehow getting into Newtonian physics. Gravity and Earth makes the moon. Actually, let's try that. I don't think we did that yet. Eclipse. Okay. What about Venus? More plants. Aphrodite and perfume? Makes love. Okay, love. We have built love. I don't know what that does for us, but we have established love. Okay. Actually, wait. Aphrodite and love gets us Eros. How about Eros and Poseidon? More Aphrodite. Okay. What else can we do is the thing? Because we have Newton, love. We need people. We are trying to get to just organism so we can start going like bigger or smaller is a thing. Because if we can get smaller, we might be able to establish some of the parts of the cell. That is the idea. DNA. Okay, how do I get DNA is a real question. Because there is so many options that I don't think I've established any of them. uh, wait, actually, fruit, apple gets us more apples. Okay. I should. Yes, I do have sand. Make a dinosaur. Actually, that raises a question. I have dragon. I have meteor. Does that get us dinosaur? Fire and sand may make glass. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Glass, which gets us not apple. Let's try Newton again with glass. Prism. Okay. Prisms. Make a star. I've made the sun. Does that count? Prism and beach make rainbow. Actually, wait. What about prism and eclipse? More rainbows. Okay. Doubling up makes more rainbows. Prism with a rainbow makes a rainbow. Okay. Gravity. Sun makes a black hole. Okay. Dark side of the moon. Darth Vader. We have made Darth Vader. I don't know how, but we made Darth Vader. I don't know whether to be proud or very confused. Okay. Darth Vader With Prism, makes dark side. Okay. Black hole. What about with Earth? Makes a hole. I've made a hole. I've made a cave. Okay. Try glass and fire. You might be onto something there, honestly. Glass is... Here we go. Glass and fire makes lens. Okay. Lens, if we combine that with... Let's combine it with itself first, actually. See what happens. Telescope. Okay. We made telescope. I've created... Wait, actually, wait. Hang on. Where is... Einstein! Okay. We might be getting somewhere. Wait. I'm combining lens with water to make a microscope. Okay. Einstein with water. Okay, we've established ice. Let's go fire and ice for more water. Let's go flower under with microscope and see what that gets. Pollen. Okay, pollen. Wind makes allergy. How do we get allergy and scent gets sneeze? Okay, see, sneeze. Sneeze and love is more allergy. Okay, allergy and ice gets sneeze. What do I want to throw at this? Sneeze and kite gets flying. Flying and okay, we have established bird. It took us a while, but we've established bird. Bird and shark gets us penguin somehow. Let's give the penguin a fish for more penguin. Okay. Penguin gets tux? We got rockstar. we have mud. Okay. I don't know how we got here, but we certainly got here. Okay. How do we want to tackle this? So we have microscope. That's probably gonna be helpful. We need something small. We have put life under a microscope. Let's combine microscope with... We made DNA! We made DNA! Okay, we're back! We're so back! DNA with apple is human! Okay! Einstein and human is genius. Wait, actually, human and love. Angel. Angel with black hole. Dark matter. Dark Lord. Sith. Sith Lord. Okay. Genius and DNA gets us Einstein. Okay. So you've established human. Let's combine two humans to make a family. Family with love makes a home. Home with Earth makes a farm. With a harvest. Let's combine both of the... Virus. Okay, that might be interesting. Virus. Sneeze. We've got the cold. Okay, we've got the common cold. Okay. So I need family. Let's give them more love. Okay, right, that gets us home. Actually, let's go family and Dark Lord. What does that get us? We have achieved dysfunctional. Okay, dysfunctional and cold gets us frigid. Angel, dysfunctional. Angel. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my days. We have established that Angelina Jolie is dysfunctional somehow. Let's just get that off. For something happens with that. How about dysfunctional family of birds is a flock? Flock DNA is sheep. Dolly, clone. Okay, so I've made clone. Speaking of, in the meantime, while we keep searching, do you guys have any suggestions for music to be playing while we hunt through all of these? Are you Are you sure? Are you sure? I will play it, and we'll probably both hate it. If you say so. I'm going to regret this, but oh well. Okay, so how the do we get anywhere from here is the real question. Okay, so Harvest and Family gets us Thanksgiving. Actually, Thanksgiving and Cold gets us Turkey. And a bird? Back to Thanksgiving. Okay. Dysfunctional Thanksgiving is family. That works. That works. Skywalker! We have made so many Star Wars. We are not trying to. Putting him under a microscope twice. We have a cheap scientist. Scientist. Okay. Let's throw this back. Okay. We're clone. Okay. Scientist with virus. Vaccine. Oh, I need a breather. Oh no. Okay, you know what? Autism and DNA vaccine. Cure. Cure for virus vaccine. We've got a fever. We've got a snowman. Yeti. Abominable snowman. Okay. Let's throw some of the weird stuff at it. Let's throw glass with the Yeti, see what that gets. Snow globe. We made it to snow. Okay. Actually, wait, hang on. Let's throw a few of these out. There we go. And start combining. Hail, rain. Okay. Dolly mixed with family is more clone. Elvis. Okay. Elvis scope. No, I'm not. Hawking under a microscope makes a black hole. We have made bees. Ooh, sorry. Okay, we have made honey. Beekeeper. Okay. DNA microscope is science. We have made science. Science and clone makes more clones. What about science and virus? More vaccines. Okay. What can I do from scientist? Or from science? Chemistry. Medicine. Okay, medicine. Medicine vaccine gets us health. Okay, health. Health and virus. Sick. Sick. Okay. Sick with the fever is patient. Patient in science is more medicine, right? What's the route? Uh, Angelina Jolie in human is Angel. Human and patient is doctor. Okay, doctor. Doctor and chemistry makes pharmacist. Pharmacist and pilot. Okay, so we can start establishing jobs. Astronaut. Uh, and Darth Vader. Good to know. Actually, scientist with a microscope. Alien. Not what I was going for, but sure. Doctor and alien gets us. Huh? The two don't combine? Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. Science and clone. Okay. DNA and alien makes human again. Doctor, scientist, mad scientist. Also, do you guys have any more suggestions for music? Out of curiosity. Frankenstein. Microscope. What's could I do? DNA. Okay. Seaweed. Actually, what's seaweed and fish? Sushi. Okay. Sushi. Fire makes wasabi. Makes rice. And a fan. Okay, fan. Sushi and wasabi makes more sushi. Uh, health. Fish. Okay. Actually, let's try. Wait, not you. Honey and sushi makes bee. Makes sneeze. Allergy. Cure. Health. Okay. I might be a little lost. Also, what music am I pulling up next? Any suggestions from chat? Alrighty, let's just play something else then. Alrighty. Pilot. Yeti. Vulnerable Snowman. Wasabi might be a cutoff point, is the thing. I need to get smaller, is the thing. Okay, so science and monster. Okay. So this gives us a few options. Let's take it back to Newton. Okay, gravity. So monster, human, vampire. Where is moon? Gets werewolf. Werewolf and Firebird gets Phoenix. Okay, that's what I expected. However, that does give us one or two other routes. So what if we combine a monster with... You know what? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, we have made God. We have made atheists. Atheist and telescope makes an astronomer. Wait, hang on. We have achieved space, the final frontier. Okay. This is just my out, Rain Man. Space. Actually, wait. I think I have black hole. Where is... Actually, yeah, space and sand. You might be onto something there. No, sand is around. Okay, sand. Space gets us where? Desert. Desert and Rain Man. Oasis. Okay, yeah, that's... Okay, what I actually wanted to try was monster... Does this get us just back to human? No, it doesn't. Okay. What about love and monster then? Frankenstein. Okay. Actually, wait. Space. In order to get star, what about space and stun? Solar system. Wait, hang on. Earth. Sun and let's go black hole actually. Supernova. Okay, wait. Hang on. We might be back. We might be back. This is going to be a stretch, but supernova and clone gets us black hole. So what if we combine supernova with... Where is family? Big Bang! Okay, we have Big Bang, Big Bang. Okay. We've made the universe. Okay. Universe and fire is Big Bang. Universe and water is ocean. Astronomer and sun. Yeah, sure, we could try that. Astronomer, sun. Gets us solar system. If moon gets us Earth. Gets us meteor. Asteroid. Okay. Let's throw it back to the solar system. In space. In the Big Bang. The multiverse. With Rain Man! A rainbow. Sushi and universe. Okay. So the universe might be our stopping point. Let's put a black hole in an eclipse first. Okay, there's our black hole. Two Big Bangs makes a Big Bang. Makes the universe. We have made God once more. Are we winning? Depends on your definition of winning. Wait a sec. God and love is angel. Cupid. Okay. Cupid and flower gets us rose. We have made it to a plant again. And that was as far as we go. Cupid and Right, we need storm still, or like lightning. So let's try rain and water. Rainbow, okay. How do we want to get to rain? That was the thing. No, that's not gonna work. Rain, cloud, rainbow. No. Cloud and water should make rain. What about cloud and earth? More rain. Okay. Actually, what about lens and rain? More rainbows. Okay. How do we get around? Okay. Astronomer with Godzilla. For more black holes. Okay. King Kong. We've made beauty. Two beauties is a beauty. Beauty in the Actually, wait, hang on. Human prince. Okay. Prince and angels, princess. We have made Rapunzel somehow. We've made her hair. Okay, wait. Hang on. I don't know if we have made steps forward or steps back. All storybook characters. I feel like that's a lot of storybook characters. Wait, actually, hang on. Mermaid and Beauty gets us Ariel. Okay. Wait a sec. A stupid idea. Snow Queen. Okay. Oh no. I think is that the route? Just make as many Disney princesses as we can. Because I feel like there's already several of them. We have made Frozen somehow. Ice Age. Cave. Okay. How did we get here? That's the real question. Wait, actually, I saw family earlier. Where is Star Wars? We have achieved Star Wars again. Frozen Wars. So the real question is, when do you guys want to start looking at this like streams? Like, what is the point where we start looking for a first streamer to raid? Pinocchio. I feel like you could actually make Pinocchio because we do have something here. We do have wood. Uh, that's ice. Okay. What about Rosenwood? Does that get us anywhere? We have cherry. Okay, wait. Cherry and apple makes pie. We have normal pie now. Normal pie. Wait, actually, hang on. Stupid. Frozen pie. Yeah, no. What else can we go from here is the question. Okay, so it's time for our first raid. Okay. Do you guys have any suggestions for who we're raiding then in that case? Just pause the music real quick. Any suggestions? Okay. Do we want to rate anyone in particular? Or? It's not a full-on raid, despite our smaller numbers. It's mostly just us showing up in their chat and just popping off, shall we say. So this could be a wild ride. I fully don't know what exactly we're going to be walking into. This could either go horrendously or it could go beautifully. Only one way to find out. So I will open up Twitch. Okay. Let me just get things set up. Okay, I believe everything is set up. There we go. So, welcome to Twitch. Uh, Obviously, it looks a little bit different because we are here. Who are we rating? Is the real question. Or who do we want to raid? Because these are just some of the ones on front page. If you have anyone, I could see about it. We are essentially going to invade their chat. It is a new style of raid that people are probably not doing and probably will never do. But who knows? It could be fun. Okay. In the meantime, I will boot up Infinite Craft once more, just so that way we aren't just sitting in the void waiting for something to happen. Okay, let's just turn back on the music then in the meantime. Okay. So in the meantime, we have established several things. It's just a case of okay, we have someone. Actually, let's pause the music one more time and let's say hello. Okay, I think we have established ourselves. We might have a connection with someone that I've been told to look into, so let's get that set up real quick. Sweetness, I will load them up. And we will commence our attack in three. Not our attack, our visitation in three, two, one, presto. Okay, let's see if we can't jump into chat. Let's close out of that for a sec. Let's see if we can jump into chat, actually. Full screen. I will be honest, this is interesting because I don't think I've actually joined in this specific method. Okay, so that's not the button, right? Good to know. It might, unfortunately, unless I'm doing something wrong, because there's... Okay, let's see. Okay. Wow, all things considered, they've got their stuff set up a little bit more than I do, so I am jealous. Okay. Well, we tried, ironically, which sucks, but it happens. Full screen. I'm just gonna jump to full screen and see if we can jump into chat, but if not, oh well. We've tried our best and it's back to the normal stuff. Oh, there we go. We've got chat open. Okay, there we go. I think we have established ourselves. Followers only. Good to know. Alrighty. Well, back to our main page. And in the meantime, for us, it is back to our Infinite Crafts. Alrighty. Let's get our music back going again. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what is either the goal we want to do? Try to find myself. I don't think I pop up, unfortunately, because I don't think Infinite Craft recognizes me as small as I am. So I'm gonna either try to find VTuber or just the word you. Okay. Love. Let's start with actually Love and Bird makes Dove. Okay. Okay. So Dove and how do I want to approach this? You know what? Dove and Dolly. What does that get? We have achieved peace. Peace. Okay. Universe. Yin Yang. Okay. We've made Tao. How the heck do we go from here? Broom and Yin Yang makes a witch. Tao and a witch makes a wizard. So I might have wait, I might have established a way of getting humans. Or just boy and girl. Actually, wait. Maleficent! Okay. Not what I was trying! Actually, wait. Dolly and Anna makes more clones. Genius and... Let's go monster, actually. Frankenstein, right. Genius with pieces Einstein. We made the Buddha! Okay. Hang on, where is... We built them earlier. Here we go. We made enlightenment. The Buddha, a wizard. No, we have established monks. Monk and a broom is a wizard. We are back to Yoda. Okay. We made the Jedi. Multiverse. The Sith. Okay, yeah, that checks. What about combining a witch and a wizard? Magic. Okay. Magic and Tao makes yin yang. Monk, wizard. Okay, we have established universe. Okay. Meanwhile, does anyone have a suggestions for music? Okay. Bottle snowman mixed with enlightenment gets us a Yeti. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I have been requested to do the Nyan Cat theme one more time, which I'm going to not hear the end of it. So there we go. Let's actually try. Let's actually try and get any more progress with this. Magic. Magic Princess. Fairy. Taoist. Cherry Taoist Buddha. Actually, what about chemistry? Alchemist is more health. Okay, so we have alchemy. Alchemy, where is science? Chemist. Mad scientist. Chemist and wizard is more alchemist. I do want chemist, and I want. What do I want is a thing. Actually, chemist and clone is evil twin. Okay, what is the next move? Because evil twin is not the route. What about DNA? Because we still have that with chemist. Clone, okay. Evil twin and DNA. Is that just gonna be clone as well? Yeah, it's clone. Okay. DNA and enlightenment is human. Okay. Alchemist and Taoist makes a philosopher. Actually, I have a stupid idea, and I doubt it'll work. We've made gold. I don't know how we did, but we've made gold. Let's go earth, plant, and see what combining gold does with these two. Money tree and money. Okay, we've established ourselves. We have established capital. Money, evil twin, rich. Okay, rich, yin yang makes Buddha. Okay, money and hair makes a wig. Otherwise, is there any other music for so far now? Okay, we're jumping into something else then. There we go. Now, how to get to the end goal? Because wig and hair makes a toupee. I think we have human already. Politician. Wait. Okay, this might. Actually, hang on. U.S. president. I think I could do a couple things with this. So, I think I know how to get a couple of them. So, first off, I need you and you. Blossom. Well, Actually, hang on. Let's try Blossom with US president and see what that gets. No. Corruption. Oh no. Oh no. Judge. We made it back to Buddha. Buddha is our stopping point. Okay. So US president with Cherry. We made Washington. Okay, Washington. Washington. Okay. Can we combine Washington with himself? We can't. We've made Lincoln. We made Abe Lincoln. Okay. Let's try Washington and money. Dollar. Gold. Okay. Dollar. Wig. Gets us lawyer. Okay. U.S. presidents. Uh. Hair? Gets us. Oh no. Okay. I feel like before we do anything else, let's just let's rate another streamer because that was actually kind of fun. I think it'll work this time. I think it'll work. Okay. So we have established Trump. Ice Trump. Yeah, no. But Washington, his evil twin is Lincoln. Okay. Let's try Washington with the Alchemist. More Lincoln. Actually, wait, hang on. Where is chemistry is oh no. Okay. I probably shouldn't. Methrich, no. Methump, oh no. Okay. So what about actually Enlightenment? Trump gets us Buddha again. Okay. Let's start with Washington and just go from there. DC. Okay. DC with Judge makes a politician again. Okay, so how do I want to deal with this? Politics. It's circling back to Trump. I'd rather not. Oh, whoops. Okay, what is indeed the move? There we go. Okay, so how do I want to do things? This is a real question. Actually, I think I know who to raid, I guess, quote unquote. I have an idea. I have an idea. This might either be a really good or a really bad idea, but let's jump into someone new, ironically. Assuming I'm typing this correctly. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Let's sync up our own stuff as well. Okay. No idea if this is going to work or not. If this does, sweet. If not, ah well. Okay. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. So with that in mind, alrighty. There we go. Okay, we've caused enough chaos. Let's go back to our own case. Alrighty. So now back to our own stuff. Right. Let's get back to Infinite Craft. Okay. I'm not gonna hit you with Captcha on the flip side. Okay. Now it's just a case of what is either our last check mark or our last person. Because we still haven't done anything with the cells yet. How about let's go Rainbow Justice? Rainbow and Church. Do we have Church actually? We need Church. Okay. We need religion. We're back to Zeus. We're back to Zeus. Okay, we've somehow made it back to Zeus. Galileo. Galileo. Okay. We do have God and we do have House. Actually, wait, yeah. We don't have House. Actually, wait, hang on. We have Poseidon, actually. Can we combine that with Zeus? Tridents. Actually, let's combine Zeus with gold. Thunder. Thunder. Wait. Okay, we might actually have something again. Thunder and water makes rain. Okay. Wood and glass. You might be onto something. Wood. Window. Window on the Ark is the Titanic. Oh no. Actually, for Titanic, let's go Ice Age twice. Iceberg. Sinking. Oh no. This is so dark. U.S. president sinking gets us Titanic. What other ones are there? Actually, let's go Lincoln and Gold. What does that get? Penny. Penny. Okay. Gets us dime. Gets us quarter. Gets us half. Gets us whole. Whole. Okay. Whole. Where is human? Gets us universe. Okay. How about Earth and whole? Planets. Two planets makes us. We've got it! We've got star! We've got star. We got celebrity. Autism speaks. Oh, that's cute. A shepherd. Actually, what are the chances we can make it a Christmas? I just realized. So we do have God. Moses! And the lamb. Actually, what if we combine human with God? Angel. No, not what we were going for. Jesus! We've done it! Back to Buddha. Let's see. Jesus, shepherd, Jesus and celebrity. We've done it! We made Christmas, guys! We've saved it! Somehow. We have somehow saved Christmas. Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Window. Burglar. Do we have any other suggestions for music at least? Actually, a thief? A meth thief? No. Okay, so not autism clause, not the meth thief. Let's go burglar with crime. Impeachment. Okay. Actually, let's go money with impeachment. Trump crime. Oh no. Philosopher. Socrates. We've made Plato. Santa Claus. We've established ourselves as Christmas. Okay, so let's go. Half of Christmas is Halloween. I don't think I get it completely, but sure. Halloween. What about quarter Christmas? Santa. A present. Do we have any other suggestions for music? Other than, let's go tree and window. We made house. And church. Okay. We made the Pope. Alrighty. What are we making next? Pope and Zeus gets his god. What about Galileo and the Pope? Science. Okay. Church and iceberg. Titanic. A chapel. Two chapels gets us a cathedral. Two cathedrals is just a cathedral. Okay. Cathedral. Crime is confession. Confession? And a thief is a priest. Oh no. Priest and gold gets us Midas. Midas. Can we do anything with supernova out of curiosity? Alchemy. We've made it back to alchemy. Let's go. Church, alchemy, religion. Light. Yo! We made it back to lightning. Thunder and lightning makes a storm. Okay. Because one thing I want. Flood. No, not flood. Let's try cloud then. Tornado. Let's drag out our 4 basic elements and then a couple plants to mess with some of the new stuff that we can mix around with. Earth storm makes tornado. Lightning makes storm again. Thunder, storm. Okay. Fire and lightning makes the sun. More lightning makes a rainbow. Should make rain. Rain and lightning. Thunder. Religion is Zeus. Okay. Baptism. Okay. Plants of religion is tree. Tree of religion is Christmas. Santa. Is this just a loop? Okay. Santa Claus is baptized on Christmas. Okay. Wind baptism is Holy Spirit. Okay. Washington, D.C. The White House. Actually, Christmas and Star makes Santa. Okay, and that loops back on itself. Okay. Baptism and plant. U.S. president. Okay. Two U.S. presidents, it loops on itself. Okay. Thunder and judge makes loose. What about lawyer and baptism? U.S. president, baptized the Pope, alchemy, religion, confession makes a priest, cathedral makes a put this back with the tree, Christmas. Socrates makes Santa Claus, Christmas again. Trumpets! How did we get here? Trumpet and Big Bang is universe. Okay. Trumpet. Let's go. Nirvana! We've made Nirvana. What is the next play is the question. What is the play? Is the real question. Okay. It's really hard to consider what the next angle is the thing because like I will be honest, it is not easy. What about Mist? Can we do anything with Mist out of curiosity? Just going back to all the stuff we've established. Trumpet and Mist gets us Foghorn. With Holy Spirit gets Gabe. We have established an angel. Actually, wait, hang on. Buddha and the angel Gabriel. Wait, no, we have Moses. I just realized. And now we combine this with Noah. Okay, no, that gets us sort of to where I'm somewhat expecting. Okay, not Noah. Hmm. Actually, wait, hang on. Apple, Adam. Okay, wait, we might be back. We might be back. We might be back. Okay, so two atoms make Adam. Adam and Ambrosia make immortal. Archangel. Okay, wait. Where is crime? Punishment. Punishment. Okay. And we have confession, repentance. Repentance mixed with, let's go half. Penance. Okay, so half, a quarter repentance is penance. What about half punishment? Pun. Yes. Actually, let's go pun and lightning. Pun and priest gets us a joke. Comedian. DC politician. Let's try Abraham Lincoln. Mount Rushmore. Philosopher and a comedian makes Socrates, who makes Plato, who makes Aristotle. Actually, pun with Aristotle makes Aristotle. Makes torture. Oh no. Truth. Okay, we made truth. Truth and Tao is Buddha. Okay. Where is. Let's go God and torture. Ooh, okay. Let's get rid of you because I want to make Midas. Okay. Peace. Torture makes war. War, war. Okay, we have established battle. Actually, wait, we might have an opposite now. Okay, so what does war and peace make? Truce. Two truces make peace. War. Battle is a fight. How about truth and fight is justice? War, fight, battle, truth, peace makes tranquility. That makes monk. Makes a warrior, which I'm curious about. Paladin. Okay. Actually, in that case, let's go paladin and church makes pope. Okay. Cathedral then. How about that? What about magic? We should have magic, which is just wizard. Wizard of the Church is a priest. Priest, warrior's a knight. 2 knights make a castle. 2 castles make a palace. 2 palaces make a castle. What about a palace? Truce. Is that... Palace and truth is a lie. Politics. Okay. We might start to loop back on itself again, is the thing. So we've got to be very careful about what our next move is here. Okay. Could we go Aristotle and lie? Politician. Palace and lie gets us White House. Knight and that gets us chess. Okay. Checkers. Checkerboard gets us a chessboard. Okay, and this is where we start looping. King. Castle. Okay. What about king and a knight? Checkmate. Checkmate on checkers gets us chess. Joke in chess gets us checkmate. Adam in chess gets us checkmate. Repentance. Wait, actually, pun. Checkmate and half, I think, gets us check. Stalemate? Draw. Half-life. Full life. Life. We have established life. Okay, we have life. Now, where is... It was up here earlier. Heart. Valentine. Heart. Okay. Let's go... Before I do anything else, where is... Heart virus gets us heart attack. Okay. So I want... Heart, and then microscope gets us love. Okay. Love and health gets us happiness. Death. Okay. Okay. Death and life gets us reincarnation. What happens if you reincarnate twice? Revenge. Karma. Good karma. What about good karma and draw? Art. Painting. Chess, revenge, checkmate. Chess piece. Okay. Where's castle actually? Queen. Oh, sorry. for getting my name. If it was that hard, I do apologize. I could type it out actually. I should just be. Let me just type out my own name. Give me a second. There we go. That's my name, in case you're wondering. It's a little hard to spell, but yeah, most people forget because they don't like the whatchamacallit. Actually, good karma with U.S. president. I'm curious what that gets us. I know I shouldn't, but I'm curious. Oh. I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of funny. Obama with Trump makes Trump. What about Lincoln and Trump? I'm curious. Let's just use president. Queen and Obama makes king. Okay. Do we have any more music? Any other streamers? Like, how do we want to do it? I might raid quote unquote one more streamer for today and call it there. Half-hearted. Actually, let's go half-hearted. Should have whole around here. Whole. Just half. 3/4. Okay. Whole and Moses. Parting. Uh, Parting and wave goes goodbye. Deodorant. Cologne. Surfer. Okay. Perfume. 3/4. I essentially am starting to have numbers now. So 3/4, 4/4, 1 whole, 1 1/4, 1. Wait, do I have numbers actually? 2, 4, 8, 9. Okay, I have numbers now. That makes things so much easier. So 1 and 2 is 3, 3 and 1 is 4, 4 and 1 is 5, 5 and 1 is 6, 6 and 1 is 7. I have essentially. Let's go 1 and whole. Donut. Black hole, then 1. 0. Okay, we have built our numbers. We did get church, yes. 0. Oh, 0, 0 in church makes hero, somehow. Okay. How about 2 heroes? Duo, hero, and 9. Odysseus? I'm curious to see where this goes. Ninja, 8 hero gets us Odysseus. 9 is the Odysseus. 10 superhero. The 3 musketeers. Okay. 5 hero is superhero. 6 hero. No, not acknowledging that. 7 hero is Snow White somehow. Can't combine. Homer Simpson. Okay. What else can we do? What about ninja? Assassin. Ninja. Okay. Rainbow in church. I'm curious. Rainbow. Church gets us. Okay. We have achieved. Gay. 2 gays make more gay. Gay duo makes marriage. Marriage and life gets divorce. Freedom. Happiness. Okay. Cupid and Zeus. I do have those 2. Gets Eros and happiness, love. Okay, I've established love again. Eros and divorce. Okay. Opposite. Oh, that is huge. Okay. Opposite of Plato is Aristotle. So just the fact that I have opposite of everything. Okay. Opposite of gay is straight. Tree and water. I feel like I've done that, but maybe not. Yeah, I have. Okay. But I have the opposite now, so everything is open. River and earth. I think river, earth just gets a delta. Gets Mississippi. I don't think I have book. Do I? I don't have book yet. I need paper actually. Actually, wait, hang on. Tree and then opposite. Wood. Okay. Let's try 2 woods together actually. Wood is tree. Okay. Tree and Zeus gets us lightning. Zeus thunder. Wood. Does that do anything for us? It does not. I can use opposite now because I do have a lot of opposites I can burn through and just get a ton of other stuff. So I'm just gonna pull out a few. Wood and tree. Tempting. Opposite of a trumpet is a trombone. Makes jazz. Makes Miles Davis. What's the opposite of the White House? The Black House. Makes Black Castle. Okay. Uh, what's the opposite of a delta? A river. Okay. The opposite of freedom is slavery. 2 slaveries makes slavery. Where is a human? Gay and straight. Actually, yeah, that's tempting, I'll be honest. We have gay. We got straight. Makes bi. Bi. Is it just gonna be... Okay. Bi marriage. Bi marry. Divorce. Assassin. No. Bi. Assassin. Bicycle! Actually, question. 96. Yes. I'm fine with that, but slavery and bicycle is freedom. Anarchy. Chaos. Ninja. Okay. I don't think I have. I don't think I have America. I do have U.S. president, so let's go. There we go. We have established America. American freedom gets us guns. Oh no. Oh no. What's the opposite of a gun? Peace. Okay. Actually, let's look at Adam. Eve. Okay, Eve. Actually, hang on. What is the opposite of God? I'm curious. Opposite of God is the devil. Devil and Eve makes a snake. It took us a while, but we got to the snake. Actually, let's go. Lizard. Lizard and draw makes doodle. Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo. I doubt this is gonna work, but no, it won't. Actually, wait. I have a stupid idea. Where is Michelangelo? Let's go! Freedom and Eve is Adam. Is human. Lizard Man. Let's go Snake. Snake and the Devil. Snake in America. Gets us a bald eagle. Okay. Uh, actually, where is Barack Obama? Oh no. Santa and crime gets us Christmas, right? Okay. I'm trying to remember like any other ones I want to hit up before I end things for the day. Even chaos gets us Adam. Gets us Eve with a bicycle. Gets us Adam again. Adam and slavery do not combine, but Adam and Black Castle make Frankenstein. Adam and Earth, right? Gets us man. Okay. What is the opposite of man? Woman. So we connect that to life. Mother. More life, birth. Okay. Oh no. Obama and gun. You know what? Sure. We have Obama. Actually, for sake of it, not just touching that one with the talent football. And then a gun. Gets us gun control. Penguin control. Okay. What other ones do we want to try? I don't think I have mummy yet. Actually, do I have Egypt? No, Egypt. Now that you think about it. Unicorn. Oh no. Let's see. Let's try religion and birth. Baptism. Okay. Birth. Anarchy gets us rebirth. Rebirth and gun control. I'm curious what this has. More gun control. Okay. Pyramid. I think I should. Pyramid again. Okay. What about desert? More Sphinx. Okay. Actually, yeah. What is the opposite of a gun? Let's just pull out a few more opposites and just start toying around with them because I'm curious. Neutral. Okay, so that's neutral. Okay. What's the opposite of confession? Confusion. Let's look back into confusion and see what confusion on itself is. More neutral. Okay. What is the opposite of a gun? Right. Peace. Okay. The opposite of America is Canada. The opposite of the TMNT is Shredder. Actually, wait. Okay, so I can essentially get Ninja Turtle. Good to know. Two Michelangelos. David. Goliath. Gets us back to David. Okay. David and Peace. Solomon. And how? How did that get us there? David and Solomon got us Maple Leaf. What's the opposite of wood? Fire. Campfire. Canada. Log. Okay, what else is there that I can try and find the opposite of? Uh, what's the opposite of a foghorn, actually? A rooster. Opposite of Abraham Lincoln is... Oh, no! Oh, no. Opposite of Aristotle is Plato, which, okay. Actually, one thing I want to try, let's try good karma, and then let's go half. Because this gets us good, okay. And theoretically, the opposite of good should be evil. Okay, okay, okay. Let's go wood. Let's go tree. That gets us paper. Okay. Whereas this one just get... Okay, so they both get us paper. Okay. Assassin. Okay. I'll throw on Nirvana. Actually, what's the opposite of Nirvana? I'm curious. Samsara. Okay. The opposite of the Pope is the devil. Opposite of a philosopher is a politician. Opposite of a microscope should be a telescope. Yeah, yeah. Just pull out a few more. Few more opposites. Two deltas combined make a river. Okay. Actually, two paper gets us a book. Okay, that gets us origami. What's the opposite of paper? Scissors. Uh, Opposite of that is paper. Okay, paper and delta is a delta. Delta paper. Meanwhile, book on delta is the alphabet. Okay. Opposite of a rooster is a no. Opposite of origami is more paper. Honest. Palindrome. Cut. Demon. Contract. Lawyer. Yawn. Saw. Chainsaw. Lawyer. Cut. Okay, let's try a few more opposites. Alphabet and opposite, actually, yeah. Palindrome, okay. Yeah, just more alphabet. Oh, right, book is a thing, too. Palindrome and book gets us more book. Dictionary, okay. Actually, I'm curious. Gets us logos? We've reached the Bible! Guns in the Bible is America. The NRA. Actually, what's the opposite of the NRA? Opposite of America is Canada. Opposite of the alphabet is palindrome. Scrolling down to the bottom. Hen. Okay. Hockey. And we have established singular gun now. Gretzky. Chicken. Palindrome. Okay. Logos. Paradox. Actually, I'm curious. Newspaper. What's the opposite of a newspaper? Advertisement. Okay. Logos and heart. Does this get us? It does not. Okay. 2 dictionaries. That is a good question. Thesaurus. On itself is just one thesaurus. Advertisement. Great dictionary. Synonym. Palindrome is an antonym. Chicken soup. Chicken stew. Chicken soup for the soul. Okay. And this just resets our opposite stuff. Good to know. Antonym of an antonym is a synonym. What's another word for thesaurus? Honestly, those are probably good. American Obama. Okay. Change. Actually, change and life. Evolution. Okay. I don't have Clinton yet. Black hole and tornado. I don't think I've actually the opposite of a black hole is a universe. Gets this Big Bang is just universe. Black hole and tornado make singularity. This singularity. Fine. I'm in a black hole. Yeah, so many lead to Trump. Do I have drunk? No, I don't. Actually, what does evolution and Galileo mix science? Dictionary makes thesaurus. Okay. Jesus and water is baptism, I believe. Wine. Okay, wine on itself is a bottle. And then we have man drunk. Two drunks don't make more drunks. Okay. What others? Drunk singularity is a black hole. Drunk dictionary is thesaurus. Evolution monkey. Continent. I don't think I have continent. Marriage. Oh no. Lawsuit. Settlement. Alimony. Okay, let's try a little bit more. We're almost done. Let's see. Ocean and Earth. Why not? Let's go for 500 items. Ocean, Earth. Opposite of the Earth is the moon. Opposite of the ocean is land. Island. Mainland. There we go. We have continent. Okay. And let's just make a ton of opposites. Antarctica, mainland, moon. We've made the sea. We've made the moon. Antonym, divorce, universe. Opposite of alimony is matrimony. And finally, chicken soup is still chicken soup. Drunk continent. Okay, this I gotta see. Australia? Actually, what's the opposite of Australia? Austria. Adriatic. Chicken noodle soup. Penguin. Divorce. Just Austria. Space. Marriage. Okay. This. Okay, I'll be honest. This is gonna be interesting. Australian snow makes. No! Wait, the opposite of snow is yes. Okay. That is hilarious. Yes to divorce. No to werewolf. Yes to Adriatic. C. Let's say yes to everything. Yay! Wedding. Okay. Do we want to have any, or do we want to get our last streamer for the day? Just opening up Discord on another screen. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're back. Wrong tab. Okay. Germany and I don't know if I have Germany. Though I think I know what's coming, and I fear it. Actually, we do have... I'm curious what this is. Ice, okay. On? How does that get us to on? Oh no. Let's just, Adriatic Sea. No an ocean. Okay, you know what? Not. Nay. Australia. Human. And we have made off. We've got switch. We've got bride. Not bride is spinster. Aunt. Uncle. Aunt. Okay. And we've got the bug ant now. Antichrist. Popsicle. Adriatic ant. I'm closing that one out. Austria-Hungary. Fine. Antsy. Drunk again. Not singularity. Okay, we've got a not and singularity. Plural. Singular. Ants. Human with itself as a family. Okay. What else do we want to try and get before we wrap up stream for the day? Anschluss, I'm not gonna ask. Nay in human is yay. Nap. Wake. Sleep. Death. Oh no. Nay, okay. Okay, this I gotta see. Gone! Antsy. Switch. Not gay. A singular queen. Gay ant is an ant. Gay Satan is Gayton. Gay Antichrist. Cannot be merged. That one I can understand, but gay and drunk? Nappy. Diaper. Baby. Child. Baby. And superhero. This ought to be good. Actually, I'm pulling out one of these because I want to see where this goes. Super gay. And bad. We made him Robin. You know what? I think I'm going to call it there. Let's look for our third streamer before we wrap up for the day. Who do you want to raid next? Whose stream we jumping into? Do we have any streamers we want to raid out of curiosity? Or visit, I guess is a better word for saying it. Anyone? Alrighty. Well, to those of you that have joined us today, I thank you all so much for watching. You've been such a wonderful audience. If you like what you see, be sure to leave a like, leave comments, follow us on Twitch, on YouTube, wherever you find us. And I'll see you all next time. Let me see if I can't find one more stream in the meantime, but otherwise, ciao. Just one sec. Okay, I think I got someone up. Something that I stream every once in a while. I think it'll be a little silly, so there we go. Let's just drop in and say hello. But as for us, I think I might just throw them your way, just for this little bit of a silly. As for our end, see ya.